IndyCar returns to Sonoma Valley with many teams looking to be saved from the mistakes of a frustrating season. Races left in the championship, the battle between Will Power and Dario Franchitti continues to grow. With Dario's recent misfortune, Power looks to rally back in the valley. 2011 season has been a season of emotions, and we expect more emotion here today as 28 drivers get set to go 75 laps around this 2.3-mile road course, 173 miles of racing at the IndyCar Grand Prix of Sonoma. Here's a starting lineup for today's race. Will Powers won his 6th pole position of the year. His teammate Elio Castroneves will start alongside. In the second row, Ryan Briscoe, 6th in points, and the points leader, Dario Franchitti. The third row, the Mid-Ohio winner, Scott Dixon, and James Hinchcliffe.
And James, of course, what a great qualifying for him. Said on the session prior to that the car wasn't good at all. They threw a new setup and his best qualifying of the year.
Fourth row, Mike Conway and Sebastian Bourdais. Back in row number 5, EJ Viso and Anna Beatrice.
Yeah, Anna Beatrice. Now, before this weekend, her best road course start was 20th. So she has done a great job this weekend. You know, I talked to their team this morning. They're really, really confident. She's had a fast car all weekend. The biggest thing they see in her, she's got a lot of confidence. They're looking for a great finish today.
Well, here they come. This is the long course. They won't be using this course for the actual race. We'll explain that in a moment. But they're lined up nicely, 2 abreast at least in the front of the field, off of quarter number 12, and the green flag comes out, and we are underway at Sonoma.
I think there's a lot of cooperation between teammates on that start.
There's 2 teammates side by side. Dixon and Franchitti wheel to wheel into turn 3.
Dario had to make a bit of a bobble there as Dixon was on his way.
That's Tagliani going to the inside in black and white. James Jakes.
And Takuma Sato both on the inside trying to pick up a position.
Oh, Ryan Hunter-Reay, those are the 2 winner and want-to-be winner of New Hampshire, side by side into the carousel.
Down on the inside. That was a nice move right there. If he can pull it off.
Still there.
There's J.R. Hildebrand's onboard camera. J.R. is from Sausalito, just south of the racetrack.
And that's, look up front, that's the blue car of Serbia way on the inside. Look out, there's somebody inside, and that's why your spotter's telling you at the same time. James Jakes seemed to check up there, and there goes J.R. Hildebrand past him.
This is Serbia. Back in 17th.
What a great first lap.
Now this is the short course. They don't go clear up to the area where they started the race because there's more runoff in this area in case we have a brake problem.
Hope and tongue.
Yeah.
He doesn't quite know that you have to leave the inside road of the open. Wow, that's a bit of a Euro strategy there.
He's about to find out you can't do that, because I'm sure he will get a warning on that one.
He was passing Sebastian Saavedra, who was very good in practice. He was passing cars like crazy. There's Saavedra in the number 34 car. Meanwhile, up front, Will Power has opened up a bit of an interval between himself and Elio. Third is Briscoe. Fourth is Dixon.
Hinchcliffe hanging in there. First in class, you would say.
Dario now has the 4th position. Dixon 5th.
There we go. There we go.
There's Marco.
Looking under Rahal, but didn't quite have enough room.
Graham Rahal said that his test that he had here over a week ago, just everything went wrong. He had clutch slipping. They had to go back, take the back of the engine off to get to the clutch. He missed half a day, and they've never really recovered. He obviously has the engineering data from teammates from Target Chip Ganassi Racing, but when you don't start well, it's tough to make up spots.
Graham Rahal's running in 13th position. Behind him is Marco Andretti, former winner here, and ahead of him there is Alex Tagliani, pole sitter for 2 races this year in the series, including the Indianapolis 500. Looks like we got a little debris somewhere.
That looks like an onboard
racetrack.
camera. Yeah,
Wow.
I think that's an actual camera off the top of a roll hoop.
That's at the entrance to corner number 7, so it is off the racetrack. Here is J.R. Hildebrand making a pit stop in the National Guard car.
We're going to go back on red tires. We're going to go set 7 reds. Set 7 reds. Copy.
Lindy.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3.
In comes J.R. Hildebrand, who is from this area. He says, obviously it's nice anytime you sleep in your home bed, but he does not feel any advantage because these other guys have raced here a lot more than he has. He's got red tires on, and Vitor Mira is in as well, and he's out.
Oh, but he's not out because there was a left front problem. They were trying to get it. Kevin?
You saw it, Jan. They didn't get it in. The left front tire changer tried to raise his hand to say it's not on there. Luckily, catastrophe was averted. They get the tire back on, so they lose a lot of time, but it doesn't look like any damage to the car, and no penalties would be coming.
Charlie Kimball also making a pit stop and going back on racetrack. There he is.
I saw Bekas unplug something over on the right-hand side.
I think he kicked a plug or something. Anyway, as you can see at the top of your screen, we have completed 20 on lap 21 of 75. And we're watching Mike Conway running in 7th position. E.J. Viso is behind him. Then Sebastian Bourdais and the 22 of Giorgio Pantano. Here we are on board with him.
It's a good race right here. Guys have been very close. It's been like this for about the last 6 or 7 laps.
And during those 6 or 7 laps, E.J. Viso did put a very aggressive move on Sebastian Bourdais to take that spot. It was very well done in turn 7.
And Graham Rahal, who has been battling since the green flag drop with Alex Tagliani, he finally got him. Here it is, Wally.
And this is what he needed to do. We talked about he needed to be close enough here at the braking zone to get underneath him. So he finally got through the carousel in a good spot. So a car length or 2 behind tags and made a great pass.
And so Rahal now is 12th and Tagliani is 13th. And he will now set his sights on Anna Beatrice, who is not too far ahead of him.
And Bob, they've told him you couldn't catch Anna, you're a little bit faster than she is. But the one thing that Jan and Wally, they told him, they said, listen, Tags is saying he's loose off the corner. That information helps you as a driver, doesn't it? Because then you know where to attack. And you saw where the pass happened on corner exit where Tags was the loosest of all.
Here's Helio Castroneves, 2nd place, Kevin Lee.
Castroneves looking for a win in a 12th consecutive season. He has not won yet this season. He will take 4 tires. He has a little break ahead of him, so it's a clean out. A little bit of a front wing adjustment, and Castroneves is away.
And they took some out. We saw a lot of front wing going in from Castroneves. They actually took it out.
Here's Scott Dixon making his pit stop. He was running 4th.
And Dixon in, they're going to put on these scuffed blacks. They also make a small wing adjustment. A little bit of understeer, he said, especially early in the run. Now E.J. Viso on pit road as well.
Sebastian Bourdais has made his stop. E.J. Viso was in 6th position, and now he too is on pit lane. Changing to the primary tires. Fuel is in, and away he goes. With Sebastian Bourdais.
See that Graham Rahal's crew is set up.
Okay, you should have a clear pit out. Go, go, go.
Anna Beatrice on her way back onto the track.
It's tight.
Oh,
here comes Power.
Here's Power, leader of the race, in for his first pit stop. It comes on lap number 26.
Marty Snyder, he's headed toward you. 3,
Right on schedule on lap 26, just like Tim Cindric said. They asked him, how's the car? He said, perfect, no changes to it. It will be scuffed black tires. They scuffed this morning, and a quick pit stop for the 12 crew. They're waiting a little bit there at the very end. Up further pit road is Dario Franchitti. You see him come to a stop. He said his car, a lot of understeer very early on. They're hoping the blacks will fix that. A very small wing adjustment. You saw that on the left front. More wing in, trying to get that car a little bit tighter for Dario, a little bit looser for Dario Franchitti.
And Marty, you could visibly see that they held power for a moment to be sure that Dario was well clear before they sent him. And wow, when you have tires that aren't up to tire pressure and temperature, Wally, it's slick.
Yeah, these guys have a handful until now. These tires, Elio said it takes about 3 laps. These tires come in faster, actually, than some of the tires have the rest of the season. But of course, they're going off a lot faster as well.
Oh, look at Elio after power.
Well, teammates battling it out here, not for the lead.
And that little bit of holdup, Jan, that they held power, erased that gap between first and second spot.
This is the battle for second place. Actually, Ryan Briscoe has the lead, having not pitted to this point. Did you also see the brake dust come up from Franchitti's tires?
Now, part of what's happening with Castro Neves is he stopped 2 laps earlier than Power, so he would have more tire pressure and temperature when he caught him. But now Will Power, as his other teammate, now hits pit road.
Now here is Briscoe, the leader of the race.
And guys, this is what you want to do. Stay out 1 lap later than your competitors. Ryan Briscoe was able to do that. It's going to be 4 tires. They'll be black sticker tires for Ryan Briscoe. He said the tires were really going away. Will Power has already gone by him on the track, though, so we'll see where he cycles out with everybody else.
Yeah, he's going to be considerably behind Elio, but not too bad. There he is at the top of your screen. Here comes Briscoe. And Franchitti will be right behind him, and then Dixon.
Now, see, normally when you stay out, Wally, you gain a lot of time and you can leapfrog, but when you stay out on tires that are going away, you kind of lose that advantage. So it looked like Castro Neves, who of this group was the first to stop, he was the one with the most advantage after all the pit stops.